I, 28M, found out my fiancé, 27F, had a final fling before our wedding, and I only found out by accident. So I've been engaged to my fiancée, Lena, for a little over a year now. We've been together 4 years in total. Everything felt solid. We lived together, shared finances, even adopted a cat last summer like some Pinterest-ass couple. I was 100% locked in. Weddings in 3 months. Venue booked. Invites out. Everything. Then King find the message. No, I wasn't snooping. I was trying to check the tracking number for a package Lena had ordered on my laptop, we share Prime, and I clicked the wrong damn tab. It opened her messenger from a few days ago, and boom, a chat with her best friend, Mia. I can't believe I actually went through with it. Oh. He was hot though. And so different from my name, in a good way smirking face. What the actual F***CK. I froze. Like full-on movie freeze. My chest was tight. My brain just couldn't process. I didn't even scroll. Didn't wanna know more, I knew enough. She cheated. Right before our wedding. Later that night I confronted her. I didn't yell. Just sat her down and said, "Is there anything you want to tell me before I show you what I saw?" She turned white. Like ghost white. Then just started crying. Said it was a mistake, it meant nothing, a moment of panic about commitment, and my favorite. It was supposed to be a final fling, like a symbolic goodbye to my single life. Who the hell told women that's okay? 'Cause I sure as hell didn't get to bang someone as a final goodbye to bachelorhood. I bought suits. I picked table centerpieces. I wrote vows. Anyway, I don't know what to do now. I've invested years into this. Families are involved. She says she regrets it and wants to go to counseling. But part of me feels like, if this is how she treats forever, what's next? Am I stupid if I stay? So here I am, sitting in my car in some random Target parking lot, just trying to process what the hell just happened. Let me rewind a bit. I, 29M, had been dating Lexi, 27F, for almost 4 years. She's the kind of girl that lights up a room, the kind that strangers stop to compliment when we're out. She's sharp, sarcastic in the best way, and had that messed up sense of humor that perfectly matched mine. We weren't perfect, who is, but we were solid. Or so I thought. We'd been talking about moving in together. Like actually house hunting, browsing Zillow together in bed, arguing over kitchen layouts and what city would be best if we ever had kids. That level of serious. And then this week happened. Last Friday, she tells me she's going on a girls' trip with her high school friends. Cool. I trust her. I've met most of those girls. A couple are married, one's a newly single disaster, but whatever. I wished her a fun time and went about my weekend. Then Sunday rolls around, and my buddy Josh hits me up with a weird text. "Yo, you and Lexi still good?" I'm like, "Yeah? Why?" He sends me a screenshot. It's Lexi, sitting at a bar, but not with her girls. She's next to this tall dude with neck tattoos, and she's leaning on him like they've known each other since childhood. His hand is on her thigh. They're laughing. It's clearly a vibe. Josh says he didn't want to say anything but recognized her while grabbing drinks downtown with coworkers. Says he didn't go over, 'cause he didn't want to cause drama if I already knew. I did. Not. I sit there, just numb. My chest literally hurt. Like someone drop-kicked my ribs from the inside. I call her, straight to voicemail. I text, left on read. She gets back into town Monday night and acts completely normal. Like nothing happened. Hugs me, kisses me, says she missed me. I let her talk. I didn't bring it up yet because, honestly, I needed to know how far she'd go with the lie. Tuesday morning, I call out of work, take her phone when she's in the shower, and start looking. And holy sh*t, Reddit. I was not ready. She'd been messaging this dude, some wannabe tattoo artist/bartender who literally still lives with his mom, for weeks. Her texts were like, "I wish I was waking up next to you. He's such a dork, you're the only one who gets me." She called me a walking resume and said I was too safe. That I'm the guy you marry, but she wanted the guy who makes her feel alive. Alive. Girl, this man still shares a bathroom with his teenage sister. She had photos too. Some very not safe for anything kind of photos. I was shaking, scrolling. I felt my ears ringing. My brain went fuzzy. She comes out of the bathroom, sees me sitting on the edge of the bed with her phone, and freezes. We lock eyes. She knows. I didn't even know how I made it home that night. I remember just walking. No destination. No direction. Just steps. My phone kept buzzing in my pocket. Calls, texts, probably from her. I didn't check. I didn't even want to check. All I could hear in my head was the sound of her voice, saying his name. Laughing. That flirty-ass giggle I thought was mine. Turns out, it was never just mine. I crashed at a friend's place. He didn't ask questions. Just gave me the spare blanket, turned on the Xbox, and handed me a beer. Real one. Didn't press. Just let me exist. That silence? It said more than 100 "you good" texts ever could. By morning, I checked my phone. 47 messages. 12 missed calls. She went from "we need to talk" to "I made a mistake" to "I'm scared I lost you." All within 10 hours. Classic. And just like that, I snapped. I replied with one message. You didn't make a mistake. You made a choice. Live with it. Blocked her number. Blocked him too. Took everything in me not to torch every photo, every note, every stupid little souvenir from our adventures together. Instead, I packed it all in a box, labeled it trash, and left it in the alley. I started going to the gym again. Not for revenge. Not to glow up. But because I needed something, anything, to pull me back from the spiral. I hit the weights like they owed me money. Pushed until my muscles screamed louder than my thoughts. Funny how betrayal will give you motivation like no pre-workout ever could. Weeks passed. No contact. I didn't stalk her socials. Didn't ask mutuals. Just kept my head down and grinded. But then, out of nowhere, boom. I see her. At Target. Of all damn places. She was with her mom. Looked skinnier. Tired. Not that, I've been partying, tired. More like, I haven't slept in days and regret everything, tired. She froze when she saw me. Eyes wide. Mouth slightly open like she wanted to say something. I didn't flinch. Just nodded once, grabbed my cart, and kept moving. Power. In that moment, I felt it. Real power. Not the kind you flex. The kind that comes from surviving hell and walking out with your soul intact. That was the last time I ever saw her. I ain't saying I'm healed. Some nights still suck. Some songs still sting. Some memories still hit out of nowhere and knock the wind out of me. But I'll tell you this. I'm no longer the guy who thought love meant giving all of yourself, even when the other person stopped deserving it. I'm the guy who walked away. Who chose peace over chaos. Self-respect over comfort. And honestly, I'm proud of that MF. So here I am, sitting on the edge of my bed, phone still in hand, staring at the text that just shattered the last piece of denial I had left. It read, I didn't mean for it to happen, but we connected in a way we never did. I'm sorry. I need space. I just laughed. Loud. That hollow, dry kind of laugh that feels like it scrapes your lungs on the way out. Connected in a way we never did? You mean with my co-worker, Jess? You mean the same Jess who came over last Christmas and said we were couple goals? The same Jess who gave her that damn handmade bracelet just because she was like a sister? I feel like such a clown. No, not a clown. The entire fking circus. Asterisk asterisk. Let me rewind. We've been together since sophomore year of college. That messy, broke, ramen noodles and $2 wine phase. We built each other. I held her hair when she cried over job rejections. She helped me pay rent when I got laid off. We weren't just dating, we were surviving together. I thought that kind of shared struggle meant something. But I guess stability is boring now. I guess the man who pays the bills, cooks dinner, and rubs your back when you're stressed can't compete with the thrill of sneaking around with a guy you work late shifts with. Because that's what it was. Late night projects. Sudden work emergencies. Inside jokes that I wasn't part of. And the worst part? I knew. My gut knew months ago. But I didn't want to be that guy. The jealous, paranoid boyfriend who ruins things by not trusting his girl. But the signs? They were screaming. She changed her lock screen. Started taking her phone to the bathroom. Stopped initiating affection. We went from "can't wait to see you" texts to "K." And I still kept loving her. Still held her when she cried about being overwhelmed. Still planned our 5-year anniversary dinner. Still bought her that necklace she said she wanted just because. Turns out, Jess had already bought her something too. His fking hoodie. His Spotify playlists. His attention. Asterisk asterisk. She didn't trip and fall into his bed. She chose it. Day after day, lie after lie. And now I'm supposed to just move on? I'm not even mad she cheated. I'm mad I trusted her not to. I was spiraling. 4 days, I didn't eat properly, didn't sleep. My mind kept replaying it all like a broken TikTok loop. Her voice. Her giggle. The sound of him in the background that night she told me she was just out with the girls. I felt like a F*** ***** ing NPC in my own life, watching it all burn in real time. And the worst part? She didn't even apologize. Not really. She hit me with the "it just happened" line, like we're in some ****TTY Lifetime movie. Said she was feeling lost, that she didn't mean to hurt me, that she just needed to feel something again. Like I wasn't breaking my back every day to make her feel everything. And guess what? It wasn't even some random Chad at a bar. It was her ex. The one she told me not to worry about. Classic. I'm not even mad that it happened. I'm mad that I knew and still stayed loyal, still fought for us, while she was out there treating our relationship like a trial subscription. Her friends knew too. All those brunches? The group chats? Turns out I was the clown of the month and didn't even realize I was performing. They'd hype her up in the comments, gas her up on Insta with "fire fire" under thirst traps. Meanwhile, she was plotting a full betrayal arc. When I confronted her with everything, the screenshots, the messages, the location data, yeah, I went there, she had the audacity to cry. Not for what she did, but because she got caught. Now she's out here posting healing era selfies like she's the victim. Blocking me didn't stop the truth from getting out. Her little curated aesthetic doesn't erase what happened. And I'm not broken anymore. I'm just awake. After that day, something inside me just snapped. I wasn't gonna be some sad boy archetype in her Instagram healing saga. No. I went full villain origin mode. But not in a petty, text her friends, kinda way. I leveled up. First thing I did? I cut everything off. Blocked her on everything. socials, Venmo, even the Netflix I was still paying for. She didn't deserve access to me, even indirectly. Her little online aesthetic? Let her pretend she's finding peace. Meanwhile, I was finding the gym, journaling like a man possessed, and learning to cook tea that wasn't just frozen dumplings. I went silent, and it killed her. 3 weeks in, she texted me from some burner number. Hey, I hope you are doing okay. I just wanted to talk, if that's okay. Bro. No. I didn't respond. You don't get to crack my soul open and then come back when your situationship with your ex doesn't hit like you thought it would. You don't get to drop a bomb and then ask if the smoke smells okay. I wasn't just ignoring her. I was reinventing myself in silence. New haircut. New job, I left the one where we met, couldn't stand the shared air. New people around me. I wasn't chasing healing, I was becoming unrecognizable to the person who broke me. The revenge wasn't loud. It was slow, subtle, delicious. A mutual posted a pic of me at a rooftop bar one night, suit on, drink in hand, laughing with a girl way out of her league. She saw it. I know because she unblocked me for 10 minutes just to look at my stories. Rookie move. I screenshotted her view. Because I'm petty like that. Fast forward a month. She DMs my friend at 2 a.m. Is he seeing anyone? Get this, I was. And not just anyone. Someone who actually respects me. Who doesn't make me feel like I have to earn basic affection. Someone who doesn't post thirst traps and call it feminine expression, while secretly texting her ex. And the kicker? That same night she messaged my friend, she posted a black screen on her story with that TikTok favorite. Musical note, I miss the old me, musical note. Yeah, I bet you do. Because the old me? He would have replied. He would have forgiven. But this me? He already moved on. So after that whole dumpster fire of a night, I did what any self-respecting guy would do when his girlfriend cheats with her older, wiser coworker. I went full emotional lockdown mode. Zero contact. Ghosted her so hard you'd think I was a damn spirit. She kept texting me, though. Messages like, please, can we talk? And I didn't mean for it to happen. Oh really? You didn't mean to sneak around with a 38-year-old married man in a hotel room after your team dinner? Yeah, okay, sure, Jan. Meanwhile, her mom, who used to bake me cookies when I came over, sent me this long-ass message on Facebook about how people make mistakes and love is about forgiveness. Forgiveness? Ma'am, your daughter let another man raw dog her while I was at home planning our anniversary trip. I wasn't just mad. I was humiliated. The level of betrayal hit like a gut punch. Not just because she cheated, but because she tried to act like I was the unreasonable one for being upset. Like, you weren't giving me enough attention, and I felt lonely. Excuse me? I literally worked a night shift just to surprise her with concert tickets and handmade cupcakes the day before. It wasn't just one betrayal. It was a pattern. I started thinking back, how many girls' nights were actually this dude's nights? How many I'm working late texts were just her sneaking off to some mid-tier hotel with old man Rick from HR? And here's the kicker. I found out later that the guy, he ghosted her too. His wife found out and threatened to leave with the kids. So he went radio silent. Blocked her everywhere. She's left there, crying in the wreckage, thinking I'd take her back after she burned everything down for a fling with a washed-up dude going through a midlife crisis. And now? A few weeks later, I heard she's on Tinder, using one of those fake deep quotes in her bio like, sometimes you have to lose everything to find yourself. Nah, you didn't lose everything. You threw it away. So, yeah. I'm sitting here, scrolling through her Tinder. Not proud, but I'm human, okay? Saw the bio, saw the pics, the same look how deep and broken I am vibe. Meanwhile, my brain screaming, "Bro, this chick just fed your world, and now she's swiping left and right like it's some damn game." Asterisk. I showed a few close friends. Most of them were like, "Dude, dump her and move on. She's toxic AF." But there's this stupid part of me, you know? The part that remembers all the late-night talks, the laughs over dumb TV shows, her freaking face when she's mad but tries to hide it. I kept asking myself, was I really too safe? Was I boring? Was I just some background noise to her chaos? The idea that someone you love could want that over you? It ked me up deep. One night, I finally lost it. I hit her up, not for closure, not for drama, just to get some damn truth. The message was raw, no sugarcoating. "Why, Lena? Why throw away everything we built for a fling with a washed-up bartender? What the hell was I missing?" No reply for hours. Then, just one text. "I'm sorry. I'm lost. I don't know who I am anymore." And that's when it hit me. This wasn't just about me or her cheating. This was a full-on identity crisis. She wasn't some evil villain. She was scared, confused, drowning in her own mistakes. Still, my gut said run. But my heart, it wanted to fix it. Wanted to salvage something from the wreckage. I started reading everything I could about relationships, forgiveness, self-worth. I went to therapy. Not to get her back or whatever, but to fix myself, because honestly, I felt like I lost my own damn mind trying to hold on to her. Therapy taught me something important. You don't have to accept betrayal to heal from it. You can be hurt, angry, betrayed, and still choose yourself over the chaos someone else brought in. So, here's where I'm at now. I blocked her on everything. No Tinder, no texts, no social media. It's been a month since I saw her face or heard her voice. The pain still lingers, sure. But I'm starting to feel lighter. I'm rebuilding. I'm rediscovering what makes me feel alive. And spoiler alert, it's not the guy who makes me feel alive by sneaking around behind my back. To anyone reading this, if your partner pulls some final fling bullshit, don't buy into the fairy tale. No symbolic goodbyes. No, it meant nothing. Actions speak louder than lame excuses. You deserve honesty, loyalty, and respect, not a last-minute betrayal wrapped in some finding myself crap. And if you're on the other side, the one who messed up, maybe take a long, hard look in the mirror before you expect someone else to pick up the pieces. Anyway, that's my story. I'm still raw, still pissed, but also kinda proud I'm finally choosing me. Because at the end of the day, the only forever that matters is the one you build with yourself first. Man, the weirdest part? The way people act like nothing's happened once you say, "We're done." Like you're supposed to just flip a switch and go back to normal. Family. Some of them keep asking if I'm okay, but really mean, "Why didn't you see this coming?" Like, "Thanks, Aunt Karen, I didn't have enough to beat myself up over." Friends. They're great, but after a while, even they get tired of hearing about it. I get it. Nobody wants to be the emotional punching bag. So I started bottling it up, pretending I'm fine when inside I'm a dumpster fire. I caught myself almost texting her once. Just one message. Why? That's it. But then I deleted it. Because what good would that do? It's not like she'd answer with the truth I want to hear. One night, I went out with the boys to drown the pain. We hit up a dive bar, cheap beer, loud music, the kind of place where no one asks questions. But even surrounded by noise and people, I was alone in my head. My mind kept flashing to that damn message. He was hot though. And so different from you. Yeah, congrats. You chose a guy with neck tattoos and no future over me. Real winner. That hurt so much it felt physical. Like a punch to the gut that won't quit. Then came the shame. Like maybe I wasn't enough. Maybe I didn't do something right. Maybe I'm the loser here. That's the nasty cycle. Anger, hurt, shame. Repeat. But here's the plot twist. I started flipping the script. Instead of asking, "What did I do wrong?" I started asking, "What do I want?" And the answer was loud and clear. I want peace. I want honesty. I want someone who looks at me and chooses me every single damn day. So yeah, I'm still a mess sometimes. Still get those moments where I question everything. But I'm also starting to believe there's life after betrayal. That I'm not defined by her mistakes or my heartbreak. I'm defined by how I rise from it. And damn, Reddit, I'm ready to rise. So, after that dive bar night, I woke up feeling like I got run over by a truck. Not just physically, emotionally, mentally, soul-deep hangover kinda feel. My phone was blowing up. Not from her, thank God, but from my buddy Mike. Dude always knows how to drag me out of my funk, even if it means making a total fool of me. He texts, "Bro, new plan. Operation Get You Laid starts now." Yeah, hilarious. But honestly, as dumb as that sounds, I was kinda down. Not really ready to jump back into the dating pool that felt more like a Shark Tank, but I figured, why not? Maybe some distraction wouldn't kill me. Cue the disaster that was my first date post-Lena. I met this girl, Emma, at a coffee shop. She was cute, smart, had that easy laugh that makes you want to spill your whole life story in 5 minutes. I was trying to be cool, but halfway through, I realized I was just talking about Lena the entire time, accidentally dropping things like, "My ex used to," or "when my fiancé cheated." Emma nodded politely, probably regretting every sip of her latte. At the end of the night, she gave me a hug and said, "You're a good guy, you'll get there." Which sounded nice, but all I could think was, get where? The dumpster fire? The eternal single club. So yeah, dating is a mess right now. But it's a messy kind of progress. Now, about the cat, I swear this little dude deserves a medal. Every time I'd break down, he'd hop on my lap, stare into my eyes like he's saying, "I got you, man." Cats are supposed to be aloof, right? Not this guy. He's been my silent therapist, my cuddle buddy, and honestly, the best thing to come out of this whole nightmare. Funny how a tiny ball of fur can remind you that love isn't always complicated. Sometimes it's just warm, quiet, and always there. So yeah, I'm still here. Hurt, healing, and trying to find my way through this mess called life. If you're going through something similar, the cheating, the heartbreak, the betrayal, know you're not alone. It sucks, it burns, but it does get better. One day, you'll look back at all this and realize it was just the ugly prologue to a way better story. And maybe, just maybe, you'll come out stronger on the other side. So, picture this, it's about 3 months later. I'm walking through the grocery store, just grabbing some random crap to make ramen because, single life essentials. I round the corner, and there she is. Lena. Looking exactly the same but somehow different. Like a ghost from my past showing up to remind me of all the chaos. For a second, time froze. My stomach did that twisty thing, like when you're on a roller coaster right before the big drop. She spotted me too. Our eyes locked. Neither of us said a word at first. Just that awkward heavy silence you get when you know a conversation could either explode or implode everything left between you. I swallowed hard, tried to act cool, and went for the classic, "Hey." She nodded, voice barely above a whisper, "Hey." Then came the inevitable question from me, "How are you?" She looked away, fiddling with her phone. "I'm figuring things out." Same. We stood there for what felt like forever. Two people who once planned forever, now strangers passing in a grocery aisle. Then, just like that, she said, "I'm sorry." Not a big, dramatic apology. Just quiet, raw, and real. And you know what? For once, I believed it. I nodded, not sure what else to say. No promises. No plans to get back together. Just closure. That moment hit me harder than anything else. Because it wasn't about rekindling or revenge. It was about accepting that some chapters end, no matter how much you want them to go on. I walked away that day feeling lighter, like a weight I didn't even realize I was carrying had finally lifted. Since then, life's been unpredictable. Some days are good, some days are a mess. But I'm learning to live in the in-between. And honestly, that's progress. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Broken, healing, sometimes stumbling, but always moving forward. If you're stuck in the middle of your own mess, remember, it's okay to hurt. It's okay to be lost. Just don't stop moving. One day, you'll find your peace, and it'll be worth every damn tear and sleepless night. So after that grocery store run-in, you'd think things would magically get easier, right? No. Life's way messier. First off, friends and family. Man, you don't realize how many people actually pick sides until you're smack in the middle of a breakup like this. Some friends acted like I was the victim of the century, throwing sympathy like confetti. Others gave me that, bro, what did you do wrong? Look, you know the one. Like I somehow deserved to get played. Family. Oh, that was a whole different level. Lena's mom still texts me sometimes, all heartfelt and apologetic, but it just feels weird. Like, thanks for the sympathy, but you know your daughter trashed my world, right? My own family? They try to be supportive but say stuff like, maybe you rushed into it, or you'll find someone better. Helpful, but also painfully obvious. And dating? Man, don't get me started. I tried a few apps, swiped right on what felt like 1,000 profiles, and went on some of the worst dates of my life. There was the girl who talked only about her ex for 2 hours. The guy who accidentally showed up on my date because we matched on 2 different apps. Awkward doesn't even begin to cover it. And let's not forget the dinner where I spent half the time thinking about Lena instead of actually listening. I felt like a walking disaster. One night, after a date that went so badly I considered faking my own death just to escape, I called Mike. Told him, "Bro, I'm never dating again." He laughed and said, "Welcome to the club, man." But in all this chaos, here's the real kicker. I learned something about myself. I'm way stronger than I thought. More patient. More open to change. Yeah, I'm broken, but broken doesn't mean useless. And that cat? Still my rock. Sometimes, when the world's spinning too fast, I just sit with him, let him purr in my lap, and it's like, for those few minutes, everything's okay. So if you're reading this, stuck in that ugly, confusing, painful middle, hang tight. You're gonna hurt, you're gonna stumble, but you're also gonna grow. And maybe one day, you'll look back and realize that betrayal wasn't the end, it was just the start of a new, better chapter. Man, let me tell you about those nights when your brain turns into a damn battlefield. You know the ones. It's 2 a.m., the world is dead silent except for the loud-ass loop of your own thoughts, and every single one of them is a reminder of what you lost. I swear, there were nights I sat in the dark, phone in hand, fingers hovering over her name. Just one message. But then the other half of me screams, "Don't do it, dumbass. You deserve better." And yet, that itch never really goes away. One night, I almost caved. Pulled up her chat, started typing out some long, messy, "Why the hell?" text. Then I stopped. I realized I wasn't texting her for answers. I was texting her for closure I'd never get. So I deleted it. Instead, I grabbed a notebook and just started writing. Pouring everything out. Anger, hurt, confusion, the stupid hope that maybe, somehow, she'd come back. Writing saved me. Gave me an outlet when my head was a damn tornado. And dating? That got weirder. I went on this one date with a girl named Sarah. Cool chick, funny, seemed interested. Midway through dinner, I blurted out, "So, how do you feel about emotional baggage?" She laughed, but I could tell she was eyeing me like I was some kind of walking mess. Turns out, talking about your ex's betrayal on a first date isn't exactly a crowd pleaser. Who knew? But here's the thing. I was done pretending everything was fine. I was broken, yeah. But I was real. And maybe someday, someone will appreciate that more than a shiny facade. So, Reddit, if you're staring at your phone, wrestling with whether to send that text, don't. Write it out instead. Scream into a pillow. Do whatever you gotta do to survive the night. Because healing isn't pretty. It's messy, ugly, and slow. But it's worth it. So, after a solid month of ugly crying, therapy sessions, and writing like a madman, something weird happened. I laughed. Not a forced, "ha ha, I'm fine," kind of laugh. A real, deep belly laugh. It was at Mike's place. We were watching some dumb comedy special, the kind of trashy jokes that make zero sense but somehow hit just right. I remember this one bit where the comedian was talking about dating apps, and he said, swiping right on someone because they have a dog in their pics is basically signing up for a lifetime of fur in your food. I cracked up so hard I nearly choked on my beer. It felt like the first breath of fresh air after drowning for months. And that's when I realized, maybe I'm not doomed to be a sad, bitter dude forever. Sure, I'm still healing. The scars are there, and some days they sting like hell. But life's also throwing me some new, goofy moments that remind me why it's worth sticking around. Like the time I tried to cook a fancy dinner to impress a girl and almost burned the kitchen down. Or when my cat decided 4 a.m. was the perfect time for a wrestling match on my face. Those moments? They're messy, imperfect, but mine. And slowly, I'm starting to build a life that's about me. My happiness, my weird jokes, my weird little family, cat included. I'm not sure where I'm headed next. Maybe I'll meet someone who gets the whole broken but healing thing. Maybe not. But for the first time in a long time, I'm okay with that uncertainty. Because I'm finally learning to be my own safe place. And that, Reddit, is worth more than any final fling ever could be. So here's the final word from me, the guy who got blindsided by a final fling, who felt like his whole world shattered and then slowly, painfully started putting the pieces back together. I won't lie, it still hurts sometimes. Some days, I catch myself staring at my phone, hoping for a message that won't come. But those moments are getting fewer and farther between. I've learned that love isn't about grand gestures or perfect plans. It's about trust, respect, and showing up every damn day. If someone tells you it was just a mistake and thinks that makes it okay, don't buy it. You deserve more than a final fling. You deserve forever, or at least something real. And if you're the one who's broken someone's trust, own it. Don't hide behind excuses. Because some things leave scars that don't just fade away. As for me, I'm done chasing ghosts. I'm focused on me now. My growth, my peace, my weird little life with my cat and my messed up sense of humor. I don't know what the future holds, but I'm ready for it, whatever it is. So, if you're out there feeling like you lost everything, you didn't. You just haven't found what's next yet. And that's okay. Thanks for reading my mess. Hope it helps someone out there feel less alone. Peace.